folks, Erica here from High49RC. Today, as you can see, I'm getting a cutter ready to go in the mill because we're going to be doing some milling today. It is a slash video, or a splash video, and today I want to mill the fins off my ESC here because I need to put a cooling block on top of it. So that should be fun. I also want to get a mount made for the pump. Also, that's going to be out of aluminum, so I hope I have a piece big enough. I should. I think I'm going to do kind of a clamshell style with it. 2 screws going down either side. Basically this sort of deal. Like that. Should clamp it down pretty nicely on the motor. And then, yeah, once the milling's done, we'll come back over to the bench and get it all assembled and bolted to the vehicle. I'm filming in more real time for at least this part of the video today because I think this is going to be an interesting thing, milling the ESC. And if something crazy goes wrong, or good, I think it'll be better to have it on like real-time video and not time-lapse, you know? So we're gonna have to see how this goes because there's not a whole lot of purchase on that ESC there because it's plastic and I can't really clamp down on it super hard. These are all out of order. Are they? No, they're not. Yes, they are. Not like I really need a parallel under here, but you know what? We're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. Looks good enough. Yeah, I'd say it looks good enough. Yeah, that's not going anywhere, so that should be good. Tuck these down out of the way because I don't want them getting caught. Definitely not a good plan. I'm using a 4-flute end mill because I want as minimal chip load on each tooth as possible because, like I said, not a very solid clamping setup here. I'm also going to be running high RPMs so that I'm going to go slow and high RPMs so that I have the minimal chip load per tooth on this so that there's the least amount of load on the ESC itself as I'm milling. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, let's get right into it, I guess. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, I gotta move you guys because I gotta home this and this is going to run into the camera. Hey, post-production Erica here. Basically what homing the machine does is it takes each axis, runs it until its limit switch trips, at which point the computer sets that location to 0. So then when you say +1 or -1 inch, it will move towards that endpoint or away from that endpoint 1 inch. Basically telling the machine where each axis is relative to a specified point. Okay. I cannot believe that worked. Wow. Let me get you in for a close-up. Okay, let me turn this ridiculous fan off. Okay. I am shocked at how well that worked. Let me also clarify the way I was milling. So I was starting on this side and going that direction, because as the cutter is turning clockwise, yeah, that's clockwise, if I started on this side, it can hook this corner and it might have thrown the ESC out of the vise. So that's why I did it that way. But aside from that, it turned out awesome. And that's more or less how it's gonna look with the water block on it. Basically, I just need to make a sort of clamp to clamp the water block down on top of the ESC. But we'll get to that in a minute once we're done making the mounts for the pump. I tried using a hole saw to cut the hole, and it worked, but it's too loose on the pump, which is kind of a bummer. So I'm gonna make another block, and I'm gonna try and use a can cycle to bore this hole. We'll see how that goes. Hello again. Let me explain what a can cycle is. And to be clear, I'm saying canned like canned spinach. A can cycle is basically a preloaded program in the machine to do something simple, like in this case, boring a round hole, that you fill in the variables. It then creates a program based on those variables that you inputted to execute the operation that you want done. Well, it worked like a treat, but I screwed up my numbers because I can't do math, so I guess we're gonna do another one. Alright, I finally got it, and I gotta say, I am mighty proud. It is, here we go, be around. Well, where is it? Here's half of it. There's the other half. Turned out very, very nicely. Got the countersunk holes on top. Honestly, I'm chuffed to bits with this. I am very pleased. So, with that, I am going to clean up my workbench a little bit. Maybe go have lunch, because it is that time. Because food's important. Like, if you guys haven't eaten today, go eat. And drink. Drink water. That's a good thing. And then I'm going to tap the holes in that bracket, or that mount, and then get it all put together on the truck. This is going to be sweet. There's finished water block mounts and ESC mounts. I was gonna just use really long screws through where that brass looking standoff is, but I didn't have any long enough, and so I just went and dug in my electronics bench area, and I actually like the standoff deal better, because then it allows me to actually individually screw down the ESC and then screw the water block on top of it, so I can leave the ESC screwed down if I need to take the water block off. So I think I like that. And then in terms of the pump mount, very, very, very pleased with that. It looks super clean, really professional. Definitely very nicely done. I am happy with it. I'm definitely happy with that. Well guys, I think I'm going to call it there for this video. We made a ton of progress for sure. I'm not sure how long this is going to end up being. But in terms of progress, we got a ton taken care of today. Got our pump mounted up, ESC and water block all mounted. And in the last video we got everything else mounted and put together, so next time is going to be plumbing it all together. And probably giving it a first test, which is going to be sweet. At least of the just getting it all circulated, you know, like making sure the pump works and, you know, getting everything flowing where it should. So that'll probably be next time. Yeah. This thing is so ridiculous. Like, how many other people have you seen build a water-cooled slash, huh? I don't think you've seen anybody build a water-cooled slash, so I'd say this is pretty freaking cool. With that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, hit that subscribe button, comment down below if you're excited for the next episode. Thank you also so much for all the support that you guys have been giving this series. It seems like it's been getting a lot of love. Big thanks to you guys. As always, follow me on Instagram at highway49_RC. Support me on Patreon if you can, that'd be great. Join the Discord server as well. Pictures of this are going to be going up before this video goes live, so you might want to go check that out, just saying. And become a member too if you can. That would be absolutely fantastic. So with that, thank you all so much again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.